Welcome to Options Tender. What a day. It is 3/2/21 after the bell on Tuesday. We have some things to go over. Before we do, go down to the Option Center logo on the right hand side lower and hit the subscribe for us. Then if you like this information, hit the like button. It helps us move those algorithms shaking and moving so we can help other traders spread the word and spread the wealth. So let's jump into it. We're going to do the SPX, get on the ES in a lower time frame so we can see what the day was like, and then we'll go over to some trade ideas. And you know the one that I'm going to go over for sure. Rocket. Insane move. All right. So we have on the SPX, this is the daily. This is our options expected move for the week. We didn't quite hit the top range yet. I do still think we will. We have an inside day. Just couldn't quite close over the 8 MA and the 20. So we'll see where this inside day takes us, whether it's inside out, up or down. But if you notice the MACD sort of moving on the downside, not too crazy. We still are able to work our way up, and you'll see why on the lower time frame. So let's put some lines on the screen. Trend is our friend. We're still holding this channel here. We believe wave 2 is over and we're headed to the upside. Let's go down so we can see some of these wave counts. Over to the ES. Now today was just more of a consolidation day. We came out on this lower time frame. We have the subwave 1, 2, 3, and we're doing that funky wave 4. I always warn people about that wave 4 here on Options Tender. It's just crazy. It's difficult to trade. You don't know if you're going to do a major retracement or if you're going to do a sideways triangle, A, B, C, D, E, or perhaps even an ascending triangle. There's lots of different things you could do on that wave 4, but we let it play out. We did put on a last minute SPY call deep in the money for tomorrow. We're gonna get out of that, and we go deep in the money, so there's no theta decay. There's very little theta decay. There's a chance for us, unless we gap down significantly, we're pretty safe on our trade getting into the trading day tomorrow. Okay, so where do we head from here? Well, seeing how this wave 4, we may be done with this move right now. That's about the 61.8 retracement, and we're looking to move up to the finish of wave 5 of this move, which would be the complete of wave 3 on the next level. So maybe up to the downtrend line, the expected move, or the weekly 39.36 resistance. And then after that, we expect another wave 4. I expect a little bit more of a retracement at that point, because I want to make I know the market's going to do what it wants, but I would love to see a inverse head and shoulder. That's why we left the circle here. So we had left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That would set us up really well for a continuation to the upside. All right, and the MACD still needs to cross. It's still in the bullish territory, coming right to support here. So I think we're going to head up to the upside, coming here real soon. So let's go check out what happened with Rocket companies. Okay, now I've had a couple videos on Rocket and duration positions and things like that, accumulation, distribution. I put Rocket in there. So notice that we made this huge base here. Well, that base has released, it's a spring, the spring action. It coiled, and finally just burst, just blew up to the upside, hitting 43 points. And at one point we were at 19, I believe. Yeah, just under 19. Insane, more than a double. We did get all of this. We rolled our position out. We rolled twice, as a matter of fact, to take some money off of the table. If you're not familiar with duration positions, you see moves like this. I'm going to show you 2 more names. I do have a video. I'll link that above or at the end of the video. But what you want to do is you want to go over to excuse me, over to the trade tab. And we're all the way out in June now, but you want to go at least 90 days out. So if you're just now starting a position, which I don't recommend right off the bat, you want to go down to an 85 delta. So that's deep in the money, a call, And that's about it. It's really simple. It's just a naked call, deep in the money, at least 90 days out. Okay. So let me show you a couple other names here that are potential. Big C, I'm in an out spread on this one because I expect to see an up move here. I think we're on wave 1 coming down to wave 2 and see a continuation there. So, but it's getting this large base. This might be we might see a large, very large head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder in here eventually develop. So these, I expect to move from range to range on them right now, but I will get myself in this name, especially HYLN. I'll head into this name with the duration position by the end of the week at least. I want to see ES move back on that wave 4. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. And then we want to get into this range because I think this can pull back just a little bit more. Starting to get into a wedge formation. But this has huge potential. Not bad earnings and not so much paying attention to that. But it's probably going to form some sort of base. But I want to get it in time because we can't time this. There's no way you're going to be able to time this when it's going to break out on a huge move as well. I don't know if it'll be a candle like RKT, but we'll be looking for at least a steady big move. That's why we give it some time. So that's it for duration positions. That's in our IRA. I like to do that in my IRA. So instead of holding mini stock, but you see this long-term trend line? Well, gold finally hit it. And you guys, if you're with me, I actually had a play in here. I got stopped out and now I'm back in. So we have a doji off of the trend line and also on this channel. So I'm thinking this may be it. But if we break down from here, then say goodbye. At least we know where our stop is. That's why we do these trade ideas. You never know when you're never 100% correct. Okay, and that's where our stop is going to be, right on this trend line. We will give it a couple. It needs to close a full day under the trend line for me to actually be stopped out with a position holding this long. And also, we'll go over to GDX. And the reason why I want to go to GDX because I'm actually playing gold and GDX. Since the market is so bullish, I want to use a leverage position. I'm using Nugget, NUGT. I'm playing the miners. We did have we almost filled that gap. It left it open just a little bit. And we're working up to the 8MA. And I hope to see this all the way to the upside. We'll keep rolling our position out with Nugget if this is actually the reversal that we've been looking for. Okay, and we'll get some wave counts in there as it goes. But as of right now, this should be an impulsive wave 1 to start if this is our reversal. Okay, last but not least, we're going to go to Fubo. Fubo had earnings day. I don't know. Oh, what is that? Oh, Fubo. All right, so we had earnings after hours. Let's go to the 65-minute just so we could see after hours what's happening with earnings. We did jump into this name. We're in it for the long run. Earnings seem to be, they're not out yet on here, but it looks like we popped up a little bit volatile. That's pretty typical. The same thing happened with Rocket with its earnings. It took a few days for the earnings to sink in, and they also claimed a dividend, and that's when it took off. So we'll let this play out. This may also be just an impulsive wave 1, and we may see a down move to wave 2, but that's okay because we gave this plenty of time. We are out 42 days on this one. It's just a swing trade, but if we decide to see a wave 2, that would be somewhat of maybe an inverse head and shoulders on this one as well, and we'll look for much higher prices. But Fubo, as you know, may not have to do that because I'll have to try to get our count in here. This has been just a massive wave 4, so this might be an A, B, C move, and then we're moving on up. So we'll see how this plays out in the morning. Looks like we're gapping up. Not much right now, nothing significant, but we'll keep an eye on this one. And then tomorrow, I think we'll try to get a position into PLTR. I think that's going to move pretty soon here. So thanks for joining us here on Options Center. Go down, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner, and tap the like so it helps us out, help other people out. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. See you in the morning.